Good morning. I quickly wanted to jump on. I actually wanted to talk about this Derrick Jaxn scandal. So, for those of you who aren't aware of what happened, Derrick Jaxn is a relationship guru and he talks to primarily, well, the majority of women via social media, so Instagram and YouTube, and he just puts us on game, teaches us about how to know when a guy is cheating, how to know if a guy's into you, just pretty much everything to do with relationships. But the irony is just recently, over this past week, so far three women, or three alleged mistresses have come forward saying that he has been cheating on his wife with them, and so it's just a huge thing. He actually went live with his wife, which is interesting because he didn't really share his wife on social media. So it's a lot. But I just want to take away seven key points that I find very interesting and things that we could just learn from this whole debacle, pretty much. So, number one, a few of the mistresses saying that they didn't go to his home. So they went to like more of a penthouse that didn't look lived in. And so, ladies, that is a sign. If a guy does not invite you to his home, you don't know where he laid his head. Either one or two things is going on. One, either he's married or in a committed relationship or lives with his baby mama, or two, he really is trying to freeload off of you. If he's always going to your home where you lay your head, yeah, he's homeless. He's trying to live with you, sis. So run from that. And then number two is that the three or the two interviews that I heard, the two mistresses said that he vilified his wife. So he was complaining, oh, her sex isn't good, or she doesn't please me like she does, or the list goes on. That is a sign. If a guy, hopefully you're talking to a guy who's not talking about his current wife, but maybe an ex, and if he vilifies her, if he complains about um things that she does or what she doesn't do, although he's been in a relationship with her for a number of years, that's a sign. If she was so bad, then why he stay with her? And best believe, if he talks about her like that, he's going to talk about you the same way. Okay, so the next one is to believe your own eyes and intuition. Sometimes, as women, we want this fairy tale of a relationship. And sometimes we are just in denial of what is really going on. So if things just don't seem right, things are just not adding up. He seems shady, he seems sneaky. Trust me, trust your own eyes and your intuition. It is God's given wit. Believe in it. The next thing I want to talk about is to know your worth and when to leave. So apparently, from their live stream, his wife and Derrick Jaxn himself explained that he was caught cheating numerous times, even before they even got married. And so I don't understand if somebody could be caught so many times cheating. Number one, why would you even marry him? Like, how is that okay? The thing about marriage, which people fail to realize, that it doesn't, things, whatever happened before the marriage, they don't change. In fact, either they get worse or they get exacerbated. So I don't understand why she thought that it would be okay to marry him and think that things would get better, especially now. I would say this, with therapy, with proper counsel, and really trying to grow, you can change. I'm not saying people can't change, but if he didn't show that he did those things and went to counseling and did all those things to prove that he really wanted to change, then sis, he wasn't going to change. So my thing to you is to know your worth. When it is time to leave, leave. Things are not going to get better. They only get worse. All right, the next point I want to make is when men say they are separated. Okay, in my book, separated is still married. If you ask the federal government when you filing something, are you married or single? They don't ask separated. They don't ask any of those questions. Baby mama, this, that, and the third. Married or separated. I mean, married or single. Therefore, if a guy says he's married but separated, I need to see some legal separation paperwork. I really need to know because people play that separated game. It might be a week or 2 weeks and they're really trying to make it work. You don't even want to get involved in that situation because if he gets back with his wife after feelings are involved, after you sharing your body, all of those things, you might even get pregnant and he goes back to his wife, then what now? You have to do your due diligence to ensure that he is truly separated, legally separated. If not, he's married, sis. Move on. The next thing is Derrick Jaxn didn't seem sincere and apologetic. It's strange that he was caught in this situation and he never brought his wife on camera or social media, but now all of a sudden he brings her on and she's wearing a bonnet. She's just not put together. However, he is. I find that very interesting. I feel like he was definitely trying to spin this story to make himself look good. He even wrote a book in it all and trying to promote a book. Like, you need to be one-on-one with your wife, work on some true healing because as we speak, there are women mistresses, alleged mistresses, who are still coming forward regarding their alleged relationship with Derrick Jaxn. He should have took the time to be apologetic. And he also went live reacting to his I'm cheating or I cheated on my wife video. It's so cringy. First of all, I mean, I get it. That's what you do. He does go live often and he reacts to different videos and social media and things like that. But, sir, that was not it. He referred, even in the video, he referred to himself in the third person, like just totally disassociated himself from what was going on or like the present. It was very strange and none of it seemed genuine. None of it seemed apologetic. So my tip right there is if a guy can't apologize for what he's doing or what he's done, move on because that's what you want. No one's perfect. So people do make mistakes. People fall short of whatever they intended to do. But if you are with someone who can apologize and move forward, then that's great. But if he can't apologize, it's going to be an uphill battle in that relationship. All right. So the next point was he blame shift. So although his words said, it wasn't, I didn't cheat on my wife because of any past trauma or what she did or what the mistress did, none of that. He blame shift and blamed his audience. So single women or women in relationships who just want to learn more about how to have a better, healthier relationship put him on this pedestal. And he blames the pedestal that these women put him on for making him feel perfect, although he's not perfect. It's like, dude, this is what you portrayed yourself as. You portrayed yourself, you didn't necessarily say, oh, I'm perfect and I don't do these things. But by you doing all this education on social media, it was as if you were saying, these are the things that you need to look for. These are the things that aren't good. You never said that these are things that I'm currently doing or I've done in the past, leaving these women to be more inclined that you are above that. So no, it's not these women's fault that you were placed on a pedestal and that's why you fell short. You made yourself seem like that. So be careful with guys who blame shift, who blame you for their wrongdoings because can't nobody make you do something that you don't want to do and can't nobody take credit for what you do. I mean, it doesn't work. So, anywho, that's all I have. I just want to jump on here really quick. I hope you have a beautiful day and let's elevate our lives together later.